Today's video is about how to get enough sunlight. Um, it's a different format. Apologize for the shaky video because I'm being pulled by this fellow. I'm on a walk with him. So when you're talking about sunlight, you need two different sources of sunlight, two different ways to take sunlight. One is through your skin and one is through your eyes. There's one more, but I'll not talk about it today. It's basically sunlight in your food, but that is a lot more complicated to talk about, so I'm not going to talk about that today. So you need sunlight for two main reasons. One is for your circadian rhythm, because it resets your body clock, and the other one is that it helps with your metabolic efficiency. It makes your metabolism work better, and that happens through all parts of the spectrum. So when you talk about metabolic efficiency getting better with sunlight, it is through infrared, it is through ultraviolet, and it is also through the visible spectrum. So infrared makes your mitochondria work better, and once your mitochondria works better, you are more efficient at generating energy from the food you consume, and there's less accumulation of byproducts of your fuel that you consume, and without that accumulation, everything else works better. So that is infrared. Ultraviolet helps you metabolize better because it helps you produce vitamin D, and that vitamin D is going to improve your metabolism. Now the visible spectrum is important because it is helping you reset your body clock, and without a healthy body clock, you are not going to be able to metabolize properly. So you need all parts of the spectrum, all parts of the solar spectrum, to be able to have good metabolism. So how do you get it? You need to expose yourself to the sunlight thrice a day. Once at sunrise, once at lunchtime, and once at sunset. So this is ideal. So of this, the most important part is the sunrise. So if you can get 1.5 minutes of sunlight, early morning sunlight, sun like that. This is actually a little late right now. So it's 7 o'clock. So ideally around 6:30, if you wake up at 6:30 and if you look at the sun for a minute every day, your metabolism is going to work better. Your circadian rhythm is going to work better. So that is about the morning, and this is the most important part of the sunlight exposure that I'm talking about. The second most important part of the sunlight exposure I'm talking about happens during the daytime when the sun is strong, because that's where you get UV light and that's where you get vitamin D. So you need to spend at least 15 minutes every week getting vitamin D, strong sunlight, on your bare skin. And if you don't have enough of your skin uncovered, you're going to have to spend longer. So in my case, I aim to get at least 15 minutes of sun on my bare skin every week at noon time. And that's not easy to do because it's sun in our part of the world is very strong. So you need to build up a solar callus, and that morning sunrise, if you make it a habit of looking at that morning sunrise of 1 minute every day, you're going to build up a solar callus, and you're going to be able to tolerate that harsh midday sun on your skin much better. So for somebody who's starting off with solar exposure, you're better off starting with a sunrise viewing for 1 minute every day, and you build it up for two months or so, and then you start thinking about getting harsh sun on your skin. This is going to reduce your risk of skin damage and skin cancer, which is what they scare you with when they talk about sunlight exposure. So recapping once more, 1 to 1.5 minutes every morning, 6:30, stare at the sun. That kind of sun is a little too bright. you're going to have to look at the sun around 6 to 6:30. Just a minute every morning is going to make a massive difference to your health. And then once you do that for 2 months, you're ready for exposing your bare skin to harsh, much stronger sun. And that is the second most important part of the sunlight spectrum. Now the third part is the sunset. It is important, but not as important as the first two parts that I was talking about. So that we'll speak about on another day. But this is all for now. Thank you.